the Psychic News Network. This is our fourth Thanksgiving Eve live stream. I'm working on my backdrop. It's not the best. How are you? What's going on? Well, where do we go with the current state of affairs? First off, I want to let you know, those of you that attend Church of Spirituality on Sundays, first of all, you're awesome. And I hope you tell all the others how awesome it is. And tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, I will do a special live stream for Thanksgiving. So there's that. Today, I'm not following the news very closely, as I've mentioned, but I pick it up in dribs and drabs. I pick it up when I see something that looks like I want to listen to it. So one of those items was that it looks like we could take the House. Tomorrow the live stream will be of Church of Spirituality. I don't know, like maybe shorter than usual. Usually it's a full hour. Tomorrow's service, 9 a.m. Eastern. So I don't know yet if the vote totals came in and if we have in fact taken back the House. Does anybody know? We're very, very close to that. You're welcome, Nancy. I'm happy to be here. Let's take a look at some cards. Let's see if I can do this without glasses tonight. Thank you for joining if you're a new member. I'm in a little bit of disorganization, and I just realized that Saturday for members, wouldn't that be something if the Democrats took the House, right? Let's visualize it. On this Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. If you are a member at the top two levels, we are having our psychic party. And it would be members only on a live stream on Saturday at 7. So if you're a member at the top two levels, the High Priestess and the World, and you can join anytime. It's like a monthly subscription. It's like, $15 a month or something, depending on what you choose. So just keep that in mind. I do need to, if I'm going to pull one of these cards, I do need some glasses. Hang on. Somebody's writing up there, Hakeem Jeffries. We've always seen Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker of the House. Say it with me. More Democrats running in elections, winning. We're going to pick a fairy card tonight. We're going to pick one of the major arcana cards, and we're going to pick a moon card too. So is anybody in a festive spirit mood? There's the vibe in the air is, oh, tomorrow's a day off and we get to eat. It would be fantastic if the Dems get the House. I will read on that too. Let's start with a major arcana card from the Crystal Ball Tarot. The major arcana card that we have is Judgment. We have achieved a level of clarity and composure that allows us to calmly evaluate ourselves and our choices in order to make positive decisions. Now, I know that, that's the Judgment card. I know that we, the American people, are very distraught at the way that we are being perceived by the rest of the world. And, hey Michelle. I'm upset at the way we're being perceived by the rest of the world, but the fact of the matter is, the majority of the American people are great people. So let's just think about that. The Judgment card came up, and it's really, we are being judged. The entire world is looking at us thinking, what? We thought America was like open-minded and liberal and freedom and, okay. One thing I want to point out that's not being talked about enough is that the election was fixed for Trump to win. And I wrote an entire Substack about this that we had to listen to for 4 years. The MAGAs going on and on and on saying the election was rigged, and it wasn't. Thank you for putting up that you remember. For 4 years. That's all we had to listen to. I mean, it was just like, can you just shut up about it, you guys? I mean, like, you MAGAs, you know, like, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Trump is missing in action, right? So, Barbara has a birthday tomorrow. Oh, we have some Sagittarians in the chat. We need to be making a fuss about this. We need to be making a fuss about it. So let's ask the pendulum. Who's cooking? We're going to ask the pendulum about this. Yeah, things are out of control in Texas. Everything's reaching a peak. Are we going to start demanding investigations? Are we as a nation going to start demanding investigations? It's kind of like, yeah, not really, but that doesn't mean investigations internationally that involve us. That doesn't mean that those aren't going on. Will the Democrats demand a further investigation into this election? It's giving me the runaround. But okay. Is it going to be our allies on the world stage that come up with the investigations? It's going to be our allies on the world stage. Gloria's saying we should. What I want to say about that is this. You know, and it's a question to kind of ponder. Do we also want to come across, we who support democracy, do we also want to come across as behaving in the same way as MAGA, even though it would be justified for us to demand investigations? I actually feel like the international intelligence agencies that are converging on what Elon Musk is doing, what he did in our election, and all that. And when Trump had a visit from the head of NATO, you guys know his name, right? Hello. I told you all that, was his name Raleigh or something? The head of NATO? Rutte, okay. And I read on that, I think it was last Friday. Matt Rutte, I think that's how you say it. But anyway, he's Dutch. I told you when I read on it that I felt like he got Trump in a panic. And it wasn't what he said as much as it was that he dropped hints. I said they were like little seeds, you know, planted little seeds. So there is something going on there. So I kind of have a sense that the international intelligence agencies are going to come up with it before the Democrats start demanding, you know, like, we're doing recounts. And we're as a nation, we knew what Trump was promising, right? And he's posting crazy tweets, so it's not like all of a sudden, you know, he got elected. I will never, ever in my life, and even 2016, never, ever in my entire existence from this point forward and from 2016 forward, will accept that he won any election. It will be found out. I know that I put my faith in people whose life purpose is to help to save the planet. Trump is so quiet, some readers are saying the demon is missing. We'll read on that. So this is an interesting time that we're in for so many reasons, but it's not just because the MAGAs are, boy, that darkness is really showing big time. And we read on the ambulances on Mar-a-Lago, and I did get, this is Friday, it was a week, I keep thinking it's Friday, it's Wednesday, that the ambulances at Mar-a-Lago to me felt like they were for Trump, and that he was having an anxiety related episode that I thought might have been a stroke. Now a lot of people are putting up there that are in Texas, or have heard about Texas, that people are leaving Texas and all that. It does feel like a Friday, doesn't it? Betty's asking if Trump had a panic attack. It does feel like it was that. And you know, sometimes when people have panic attacks, they think they're having a heart attack. So let's just ask the pendulum that. Hang on. Karen's saying I support the Democrats who are being mum right now because they have. I feel like a lot of people know a lot of stuff, and especially Joe Biden. We'll get to that. Did Trump, when those ambulances came, were they were for Trump? They were. Let's ask, was it a panic attack? As it was a panic attack. So, I mean, according to what I'm seeing here, he's not all that, like, brave. Was he transferred to a hospital? I don't get that. What I get is that they, you know, when you go in an ambulance, they have things that they can do for you in the ambulance. I don't feel like he went to the hospital. I don't feel that. Let's pick a fairy card, a fae card. Thank you to those of you who are here hitting the thumbs up. I continue to be eternally frustrated by my low number of views. Thank you to you all who subscribe. YouTube doesn't like me because I tell the truth. And it's lonely at the top. What can I say? Please hit the thumbs up. Mostly the feedback that I get from my viewers is they're not getting notified, they're getting kicked off as subscribers, and it's pretty nefarious, but you know, this is what we're up against. Abbott stated they have 13 million acres to use for the 45 plan. Yeah, we'll read on that. Thank you for subscribing. We'll read on that. Remind me if I get sidetracked, because you know me, I get sidetracked because there's so much going on. Here's our Fae card. Our Fae for today is the Woodwife. Trust your inner wisdom. How often do I tell you? Develop your psychic abilities. Just develop your psychic abilities. I'll give you a little exercise. When you have a feeling about something, and it turns out to be that you were right, that it was true, when you have a feeling about something, go back and remember what it felt like when you got that feeling that led you in a direction where you ended up knowing something or discovering something that was due to a psychic impression. You're getting ready for the Nutcracker, Amy? Nice! I've been playing that music on the piano. My piano's tuned. Yippee! So excited. I may even play the actual piano tomorrow at our Thanksgiving service at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You might want to be here. Not sure what I'm going to play yet, music-wise, song-wise. Let's go to the Moonology. Hey, Roberta. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, and thank you for being here. So since a lot of people don't get their notification bell rung, here's a bell. Make sure that you show up Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, do you not see it, Claudia? I just went to the post office. Can you not see the sign that you sent me? Thank you. Claudia thought that my sign needed to look nicer. I have people on my case about that. that kind of thing. Maria's coming to church tomorrow. So Trump had some anxiety-related episode and was treated there, feels like treated by ambulances there last week. He's been missing in action. The Democrats might take the House. I'm just thinking of the main points. In Texas, they're full on. If it's any consolation, what they're doing is not going to hold. So we'll look at all these things. Many people in Texas lost their bonuses and raises due to 45's tariffs planning to implement. We are going to look at that. You're Italian, you're making lasagna tomorrow? That was kind of a staple for Thanksgiving when I was growing up. So, let's pick a moon card first. We're heading into a new moon. I'm trying to get over this feeling that it's Friday. No, Annette, it's Wednesday. Yeah, we have reason to be hopeful, and it's mostly the reasons to be hopeful are, it's so ridiculous what Trump is trying to do that we'll look at it. Okay, the new moon. I mean, the moon card. There's a new moon in Sagittarius on the 1st, and that's going to be on Sunday. And on Sunday, Church of Spirituality, I'm celebrating 4 years of Church of Spirituality. There will be cake. You can pretend you're eating it virtually. Bring love into the situation. Okay, so this is what's so important. We're talking about all the hatred that's going around. Yes, people are beginning to realize what tariffs really mean. Yeah. Christine's making Mexican food tomorrow. Oh, wow. So bring love into the situation. This is what I've been kind of pondering. I know it's ugly. I know it's unspeakably ugly what they're doing, what they're planning to do. Not just the tariffs. I'm talking about the human rights violations. The crimes against humanity. The people like Stephen Miller and that border guy that, oh my God, what a horrible person. When we see this kind of treatment of human beings, why is Trump threatening Canada with tariffs? I'll get to that. When we see this kind of cruelty being directed at other human beings, it makes us want to spread love to them and to spread love around. Okay? Yes, we definitely must resist. Check out my Substack. I kept on telling you I was going to show you my Substack from the other day. I'm writing like a fiend. I can't stop writing. So please read my Substacks. Just go to my name. Of course I have hope. There's no way that I could not have hope. I have another birthday tomorrow. Bring love into the situation. That's what's being asked of us. To appeal to the hatred of any country is not American. Absolutely. So we really have to hone in on who we want to be. And it's really true that we feel good when we're spreading love. And most of us, that's what motivates us, right? That's what motivates me to be here. That's what motivates you to show up, I'm sure, to love everyone that's here. So bring love into the situation is the moon card. It says new moon in Aquarius. It's the moon card. And we face a choice. Are we going to let this vile hatred win? And I've been thinking about those, the vile hatred isn't going to win. I've been thinking about the migrant farm workers, right? So here's the thing. I've been thinking about the migrant farm workers that are toiling away in the fields, picking crops for our food supply. That just, they do it because it's the only work they can get here. They work really, really hard. They're putting food on the tables. They're putting food in the restaurants. I mean, I mentioned I love to cook. I want my vegetables to be affordable, to show up. And these poor migrant workers, they're not asking for anything except to be paid to do this hard, back-breaking work. And the thanks that they're going to get from the United States is to be involved and a bloody, violent roundup of them and shipped out of the country. That's not who we are. And it's just so horrifying because what we're seeing is these vile human beings that made their way into, they're really demonic. They made their way into our Congress that are making up laws. I mean, we got a lot of problems, right, in the world. They're making up laws just to make up laws, like the whole Sarah McBride trans woman can't use the bathroom in the halls of Congress because it's a trans person, and they're making laws about that. And I mean, we have so many problems to solve. I don't want to pay my taxes. 3 cards, where's Trump? Who's going to clean their homes, watch their kids, and who's going to pick our produce from the fields? Let me remind you that when Ron DeSatan started threatening the migrant workers in Florida, the construction jobs, they were constructing buildings, stopped work on the construction, and thank you, you're sweet. And crops were rotting in the fields and on the trees and on the vines because he intimidated. I don't know if he sent the migrant workers away. Run to fascist. I mean, talk about biting off your nose to spite your face. Anyway, no, Trump isn't smart at all. I mean, and it was fixed. The election was fixed. We know that. Elon admitted it. This is about Trump. Okay, so people are they're basically propping him up. Now I know we haven't seen him, but the cards on Trump are Strength, King of Swords, and this is them propping him up. It doesn't mean he's strong, and this is what they're propping him up to look like. And the 6 of Cups is there again. I keep on feeling that there's something about January 6th. Something connected to January 6th. Let's ask this. It's going to come up. And I'm not sure what's going to happen when it comes up. And I know that we think that Jack Smith dismissed it, but he didn't. Yeah, the appliance repairman that just left your house is a Latino. Is the January 6th information connected to an international situation that's going to be uncovered? I have a yes on that. It's connected. I always felt that Putin was on the phone with Trump the whole time he was in the White House. I felt like Putin was on the phone with Trump on that June 1st, 2020, when he got the protesters, Black Lives Matters protesters, sprayed with pepper spray and rubber bullets, and held the Bible stupidly upside down for a stupid photo op. I felt like that Putin helped him to plan January 6th. Yeah. Is that going to come up? Is Putin helping to plan January 6th? I'm getting a yes on that. I'm getting a yes on that. And speaking of deporting migrants or immigrants, speaking of that, you, me, nobody really that I can think of is living in a place where you have no people from other countries. Well, the last time I traveled, the last trip I took was to Nashville. Prior to that, I went to Washington D.C. in August, and then in September I traveled, and every single person who waited on me was an immigrant. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at how this is gonna go. You know who's not been in the chat is Cheryl Clark. Does anyone notice that? Is anyone investigating how Musk knew the election results 4 hours after the election? It was rigged! We need to start talking about it. I do think Jack Smith is going to release a report. People are asking questions, I'm just answering. So, 3 cards about the Russian connection to January 6th. Five of Swords. Yeah, this is going to cause some hardship. Yeah. The Devil, 5 of Swords. This is going to cause hardship for Trump. Right now he feels like he's sitting pretty. But it's going to cause hardship for Trump. The involvement, yeah. Putin definitely helped with January 6th. I get the word coaching. Putin coached Trump about January 6th. So, we're past 200 people in the chat. When we get up to 200 thumbs up, we'll do a group hug. And I hope you guys don't mind. Hang on a second. It's warm in this room. I'm gonna just open the window. It shouldn't be too noisy out there tonight, although people are gonna be partying. There is a connection. There's a connection between what happened on January 6th. I get the Putin coached Trump. And I keep on getting too that it's not over. That January 6th investigation is not over. And I have felt that Jack Smith is going to The Hague with, I don't want to say too much. Not like it. Not like anybody who's like in an important position in the government is watching my channel. Anyway, more about Trump right now. Let's read on Trump's health. Do I think the poly market guy will flip? No, there's so much going on. I've got to figure out what. Okay, not the poly market guy. That's the guy who's being investigated for the technology that helped Trump cheat in the election again. I'm not getting that he will flip very readily. He might later, but there are people that are flipping. I kind of honed in on that the other day. Who was flipping? Oh, I wondered if Elon's daughter, who hates him, he's got 11 or 12 kids, was gonna out him about some things. But first I'm reading on Trump's health. He was, the Polymarket CEO was raided, but I'm not getting that, R-A-I-D-E-D, I'm not getting that he's gonna flip right now. Trump is said to be in the hospital. I haven't heard that. Like, who said it? Alright, when we have 200 people hitting the thumbs up, we'll do a group hug. Topic of your choice for the hug. Trump's health. I'm going to tell you that I feel like Trump's health is failing, as it was, and that there are people that want that. I got the Trump's health is failing and that there are people that want that. No, Thomas isn't in the house tonight with the dad jokes. The plot thickens because I'm picking up that Trump's health is failing and some people want that. I'm not so sure he's in the hospital right now. And I don't think... Alright, so what I said was that I felt like he had kind of an anxiety attack that he thought was a heart attack when the 2 ambulances were at Mar-a-Lago. That's what I picked up. But I get that they treated him on the spot, and I feel like it was like a mini stroke, or it was definitely stress related. But I'm not picking up that he's in the hospital right now. You guys, you guys that have pendulums, you can check it out. People equal Melania. Oh, that's an interesting thought, Judith. Yeah. I actually feel like his health is failing really, really in a big, giant way. And there are some people that are like, oh, good. I mean, that are around him. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about around. My job is so interesting. It's like being a private investigator. Are people around Trump, are they I just kind of feel like that he's... I kind of feel like people around him, like he doesn't have any friends. And I haven't really gotten the information about if theoretically speaking, if Trump just died of natural causes, if he just died of natural causes, if Trump just died, right? Prior to Inauguration Day. It's hard for me to grasp all this. I don't think that would mean that J.D. Vance would just step into the role. We didn't do it like, well, we didn't vote. Clearly, we didn't vote for them, but that's not who people voted for. With the current energy, is it possible that that Trump's health is going to fail to the incapacitated level? I have a yes. I don't know how well he is. I mean, he was barely able to, how he's always talking about, this Joe Biden can't put a sentence together, and Kamala Harris, he kept calling Kamala Harris really dumb, really low IQ. And Kathy's saying, I believe Vance can't step in. I'm not picking up that Vance would step in. We voted for Harris Waltz. Also, just, getting away from Trump for a while, for a moment. Yeah, he's in really bad shape. Yesterday, I did see a little bit of news. I'm not watching much, but yesterday from Midas Touch, I can see various clips, and if they sound good, then I watch them. Because I don't want to entertain any thoughts of Trump getting back in the White House. It's not happening in my head. My brain was not computing that. Libby just threw cards, and what did she get? Joe Biden yesterday said that Israel and Hezbollah had reached an agreement for a ceasefire. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? So yeah, as far as people being happy at the idea, people around Trump being happy at the idea of him kicking the bucket, if that happens and he dies of natural causes. I'm not saying that the law would say that Vance would step in. Yes, okay, so there's a ceasefire. Okay. And Trump took credit for it? It's freaking bananas. How could he take credit for that? Let me tell you something. When I heard Biden say that they had reached, he's amazing. Joe Biden is amazing. Can we just, let's have a round of applause for Joe Biden. What an amazing president. When he was announcing that, and it was on the heels of us hearing that Netanyahu has a warrant out for his arrest. And then with the NATO guy going to Mar-a-Lago, and then I got this really strong sense when Biden was speaking about the ceasefire agreement, which I can't believe that wasn't major news. I felt like Biden knew more about Trump's involvement with Netanyahu. So, and then the Romanian election, yes, I did hear. I have 3 cards here. I don't even know what I'm asking. Elon Musk has been bragging about his ability to rig elections, and I don't know if he's coming right out and saying with Starlink, but that is how he's doing it. Biden knows something. Yeah. I'm hearing people call Elon Musk Elmo. I'm not really sure why. Felon. I'm overwhelmed with all the news. I don't know, it's like trying to sort it through in my brain. Tea break. I'm seeing all the threads connecting. And I've been talking about that for a very long time. I've been talking about for a very long time that Jack Smith knew all the connecting threads. I know, it's mean to Elmo, right? I don't know why people are saying that. Anyhow, I'm going to get the nefarious cards. It's too much, people. It's too much. I kind of forgot I was going to bake cookies tonight. You recently saw my program and very much like it. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Smith. I hope you become a member. I like your handle, Mrs. Smith. We like the name Smith around here. Jack. Okay. How many times I said that I saw Jack Smith knew about all the threads, all the, we should call them cables, connecting all this international criminal crime ring. Yeah, Biden has something up his sleeve. And the FBI does need to unplug Starlink. Let's ask if something's going to happen there. I'm going to ask if Elon's going to be arrested. Is Elon Musk going to be, given the current energy, is there a plan to arrest him? I get yes. There's a plan to arrest him. Let's do this. Biden has an ace up his sleeve. He does. Yeah, anyone that believes that Harris didn't win is lost. Is Elon going to be? He's going to be arrested. He's going to be arrested. We got some other pendulum users here that are getting a yes. Peter Thiel, yes, I have seen him in court. I've had visions of Peter Thiel in court, and I've said all along, prior to the election, for months, whenever I pulled cards on J.D. Vance, I was like, man, he's doing some big crimes, J.D. Vance. And I feel like he was in over his head. I'm going to pull 3 cards on Elon. I guess Thomas must be busy. Maybe he's traveling or something. So if you guys want to provide us with dad jokes. 3 cards. Yeah, Peter Thiel, I could see him in court. 3 cards. About Elon. And I just want to say here too that I've been psychically aware that Alexei Navalny is guiding this. That Navalny knows where the thieves are hiding, where the criminals are hiding. And so this is what I know from the work that I do, that when oftentimes somebody will cross over and their soul has a contract to be on the planet for a certain amount of time. We hate what happened to Alexei Navalny. Shouldn't happen to anybody. His sole contract was that when he crossed over, this is what I pick up, he would do the rest of his work from the other side. J.D. Vance is walking a very fine line. And I feel like J.D. Vance is getting nervous. So there are forces on the other side that are helping. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims. I think I heard that one in 3rd grade. Yeah, previous readings showed Kamala. I saw that Kamala won the whole time. Elon. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Every time I read on Elon Musk, he just keeps going. Elon Musk just keeps going. Remember I said it the other day. I said, whenever I read on Elon, there's no stopping him. He feels like there's no consequences, like he has a right to be committing all these crimes. He's messing with elections around the world. And lo and behold, we hear about Romania today. This odd guy stepped in October to their presidential election, I guess. And Elon had, I hear a phone. Elon had messed with that too. So he can't stop. Hang on a second. Who's calling me? He's out of control. If swimming is so good for you, why do whales look like they do? Well, I think whales are beautiful, so. Elon. He's not stopping. What kind of glass does a turkey drink from? A goblet. I like it. That's pretty good. I have a turkey behind me. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Leon's kids hate him. I don't know what that is I can't even imagine. Yeah, he's definitely a Russian asset. They're everywhere, right? Read my Substack from today. I will show it to you. It's boggling my brain that it doesn't matter how huge the crime is, it doesn't matter how much he's going to destroy people, it doesn't matter how many people will die, he's just like, whoa. If you have Tesla stock, you should definitely sell it. Warren saying, I read today's Substack, it was fabulous. Thank you. I don't know what's possessing me to write so much. Am I being with family tomorrow? Yes, I am. My dad is in a facility and he's not going to make it to Thanksgiving. And we don't know how much longer he has, so we're just continuing to pray. This is my Substack from today. The Russian Federation of America, thank a MAGA. Yeah, so that was today. And I just want to, while I'm here, show you the other one. And, okay, so November 24th, and the one I just showed you, the Russian Federation of America, thank a MAGA, that's from today. November 24th, this is a good one too. Are we absolutely nuts? So just go to Annette Substack. I think that's what it's under. It's Annette Substack. And hang on, because I want you guys to be able to find this. It's important. My profile is on Substack at Annette Dion. I mean, I didn't even go for a walk today. It's not the first time. It's like, I'm writing, I can't walk. I don't mind. We're spiritual warriors. Thank you for praying for my dad. And pray for my mom. They've been married 64 years. And speaking of that, Dan Rather lost his wife. They've been married like that long too. That's the hardest part. But my dad's he's still with us. Okay. And thank you for all your prayers. Much appreciated. Let's read on J.D. Vance. It's going to be very hard on everyone. Yes. Yes, definitely true. Oh, you put my article on your Facebook page? That's interesting. I wonder if they take it down, because it seems like I heard that you can't put anything political on Facebook, which is crazy. What happened to the turkey that got into a fight? He got the stuffing knocked out of him. Ba-dum-bum. J.D. Vance. It's time for a group hug when we have one more thumbs up. The Dan Rather and his wife were married for 67 years. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Your prayers have been helping too. Much thanks. Many thanks. J.D. Vance. Oh, we hit two. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. We'll do a group hug after I read about J.D. Vance. Oh yeah, ooh. They'll probably put you in Facebook jail for posting something political. It's so ridiculous. Do you know the reason that I quit Facebook in 2020 was because January 6th was organized on Facebook, which kind of shows you too that it's the Russian bots that got January 6th going on Twitter also. But anyway, J.D. Vance. I think he's extremely worried about the position that he's in, J.D. Vance. I have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. Oh, hello, Australia. Thank you. Thank you for your kind thoughts, all of you. The moon is a very emotional time for J.D. Vance. I think he's freaking out. I think he's stressed. Two peanuts walked through a bad neighborhood. One was assaulted. These are old jokes, but I guess that qualifies as a dad joke. Okay, so yeah, JD, this is what a tangled web we weave, JD Vance. Yeah. These people are going to be held accountable. Kathy, I'm not worried about it. I don't say entertainment purposes only. I don't, just so you know. I don't worry about that. Yeah, we're gonna do a hug. These people are going to be held accountable, and the more we can amp up the love in our hearts, the sooner it will be. Okay, let's do a group hug. And let's do a group hug on we want miracles to occur. We want MAGA to the whole smoke and mirrors, the whole cult thing to disassemble. Okay? And love replaces it. Please read on Trump being life flighted to Washington, D.C. So when was that? Because the other day when the ambulances showed up at Mar-a-Lago, I felt like he didn't get taken to the hospital. So there might have been another episode. All right, group hug that the MAGAs, the illusion is shattered. And love for everybody who needs it. Group hug. We can all use a little more love, right? All of us. Good job. Thank you for the truth to be seen. Now, I do want to mention that the people, as the MAGA delusion gets shattered. Why did the turkey bring a microphone to the dinner? He was ready for a roast. When their illusion gets shattered, we're going to have a lot of people that were, I mean, like, you have to think about, like, all the people that voted for Trump. Not all of them are horrible, horrible people. But all of them got sucked into a cult. And they were gullible and vulnerable enough to get really sucked in. So just keep that in mind, and that when the whole illusion starts cracking, which I told you right after the election, I said the guides gave it to me like this. What was going to happen? I trust my guides. Yeah, they're ignorant, uninformed, undereducated, underinformed, not curious, not question askers. These MAGAs, they just like, oh, Trump. Some were completely infuriatingly horrible to all of us. And some were just terribly misled. But when they crash, it's going to be hard. And they're starting to crash now. And this is what I said right after the election. I said, nothing else will crack them except facing the reality of what they did to themselves. And what they did to themselves. And unfortunately, it's like when you were in elementary school and somebody was acting up in the classroom and the whole class was going to get punished because of one stupid idiot. They're going to see what happened to that hatred and that hardship that they wished on other human beings. Boomerang right back at them. These Trump tariffs, Trump got up there how many times and he said, oh, it's a beautiful word. It's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. And we people who have just any kind of one tiny iota of a brain, of common sense, we're like, what are you saying? Tariff is the most beautiful word in the dictionary? It's such a stupid thing to say anyway. Evil will return to its source. I like that. So they're going to find out. And I mean, they're finding out now. So then I felt like that was, because the universe's hand, the divine hand is always at work in everything. And sometimes it takes a while for us to get to the love that it's pushing us towards. This is the only thing that would crack the illusion. It is cracking the illusion. They voted for Trump, a lot of them, because he said he would fix the economy. And the only thing that was wrong with the economy was we went through a pandemic. And we have the best economy in the world currently. The best economy in the world, the best job numbers in the world. We're back in NATO. Like, things in America right now at the current time are going swimmingly well. Hear me out. Things in America are really good right now. And the MAGAs are going to recognize that. Russia's little war also didn't help with inflation. They're going to start to recognize it, and then they're going to start turning on Trump. And Trump was Mussolini in his past lifetime. And what Trump fears the most is the people turning on him. We carry these imprints. I call them like on our soul blueprint. There's like impressions from our past lifetimes. And what Trump fears most is people turning on him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards. Actually, I'm not going to use the nefarious cards. I'm going to use a different deck. I don't know if I'm going to be baking cookies tonight. We're really in it. I'm going to use a different deck, and I'm going to ask about these tariffs. Trump's front porch light is on, but it's blown. Trump will take credit for Joe's economy. Stolen valor. Well, that's pretty that's pretty typical. I mean, we know his whole shtick, right? Cookie baking tarot stream. That's a good idea. I did a manicotti making in June stream after that horrible debate on June 27th. I might do that again. I might do a cooking. I can't do tarot and cook at the same time, but I might do something like that. I'm going to pull 3 cards about what Trump's tariffs are doing to America, even before they even happen. And I want to just be clear, because people are going, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? I have one word for you when you ask why Trump is doing this. Putin. Why Trump is taking a wrecking ball. I mean, we'll just say his plan is to take a wrecking ball to the entire country in what I consider an act of war. I consider that an act of war. What Trump is planning with Project 2025 and all his minions, what he's planning to do to this country is the equivalent of an attack, of a war, right? What do we ever do to him? We make fun of him, but the American people, what did we ever do to him? He grifted off the America for his entire life. Yes, because the thing is, it's an indirect war. These are the things I've been writing about on my Substack. So I really hope you can find it and read it. If you have trouble finding it, let me know and I'll send it to you. AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. He's doing all this because Putin is coaching him and telling him that he needs to do all the things that will collapse America entirely. Elon is Trump's new rocket man, right? Okay, so here's what I get, because I'm looking at how this is going to affect America. These tariffs and all this hell. Apple pie, apple crisp, and Marionberry pie is made. Good for you. Never had a Marionberry pie. I don't even know what a Marionberry is. How what Trump is doing is going to affect the American people. I have the sword of truth is coming up. We're going to see the truth. Thank you, Zircon. But nobody's booked a reading. Two of Wands. I feel there's going to be a delay. I don't feel like Trump is going to... I don't see an inauguration day with Trump. I do not. Putin has not left the Kremlin during all this. He's scared to leave. Where did you hear that? Because that actually checks out with my psychic impression. It's interesting because what I'm seeing is the Temperance card. What he's doing is causing America to take pause. Because, and this little time that we're in between now and January, and I don't think he's going to get inaugurated. This time is the great reveal. And there's not going to be anything that we don't see. I really don't. I think that we're going to see all of what he's planning ahead of time, before January. And we're starting to do it. We're starting to see it now. And that's what I said right after the election. The election, right after it, I said, this is the only thing that's going to crack MAGA. And it wouldn't have happened if Kamala won. And if Kamala won, they were promising a bloodbath. So, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Let's, yeah, so, thank you, Michael. I just feel like people must need readings, right? to look up what a Marionberry is. We have tea leaves. Don't leave yet. Okay. I was going to do a pop-up with Kathy Beal, but do go to Cosmic Owl because she did a show today with, I forgot her friend's name, but go to Cosmic Owl and check out that show. We'll do Kathy and I will do a show, a pop-up, either Friday or Saturday or next week. Yeah. Okay. I see a deer. I see a deer at the bottom of the cup. See it? Look at it. It's a leaping deer. I might need to look that up. I'll just go with my impression. A leaping deer. Leaping over an obstacle. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate that. And all of you who've donated, thank you. And, boy, we have lots of activity here, don't we? We have, this is an expansion. Don't mind my lipstick. This is an expansion because it's a plus, okay? So, we have, I see a bat, I see angels, I see a dolphin, and this, I have to just see what this is, and this is Saturn, okay. There's a lot of Saturn energy here. We're going to see a lot of difficult things happening. It's mostly the difficult, see the deer represents gentleness, being gentle with ourselves. The deer just went somewhere. But my lipstick is perfect today, thank you. The deer means be gentle, and the deer just kind of morphed into an angel. Okay, so be gentle with one another. It looks like a big bunny. That would indicate fertility. But there are a lot of angels here and that looks like a huge bunny right there, right? There are a lot of angels here. There's a lot of expansion. There's a little doggy. We have to be loyal to the cause of love. Be loyal to the cause of love. How do you like that for a message? The only thing that definitely combats this evil and this cruelty, I think it's so interesting that they're the most evil people I've ever borne witness to. That guy that they're supposedly putting on the border, and Stephen Miller. I mean, it's just like, whew. Yeah, there's a big bunny, right? That's like, the bunny is abundance. That indicates abundance. So really know that the only thing that can conquer this vitriolic, heinous, just evil is love. Yeah, be gentle. Being gentle is a good reminder for tomorrow. That's true. The Democrats are so quiet. I think the Democrats know that there are things going on behind the scenes, and that they can trust our allies. Michael is saying to you too, the name of love, in the name of love. Do everything in the name of love. I love that as a sentiment to end with tonight. It's not Friday, it's Wednesday, Annette. So happy Thanksgiving Eve. Just keep love in your heart. Just keep focusing on it. Just make a sign that says love. Love is all you need. Love is all there is. Just do that. I'm getting that really strongly to just do that. Okay? Maybe I'll finish my song called Love Wins. It's a good idea to do that. When you book a reading, you help me to, and I help you to do better in life. So psychic.AnnetteDion.com. There's an offer for new clients. You can get a short reading with me. Give it a test run. And also Tranquil Soul Sessions. I will see you all tomorrow. Be gentle with yourself, and when tense conversations come up around the dinner table, if they do, just zip it and just watch your breath. 9 a.m. tomorrow, I'm live streaming a Church of Spirituality special Thanksgiving Day service, and I will see you there, I hope, or Friday. Namaste. Be good. Bye.